a little bit of a different kind of video today. We're actually back in the spot where I used to film all of my videos in the past. So if you have been around for a long time, you know that I'm in my living room right now, and I used to sit right in front of these tanks and film all of my videos practically. So now we do a lot of that downstairs in the aquarium room, just because it's much better than being up here. There's more tanks and it's just set up better for filming videos. But anyway, I'm doing a different kind of video today. We're back doing the vlog style because I did something with my pond. I did kind of an experiment. This is something that I've wanted to do in the past, where I've seen people do it. I've seen videos on how to do it and thought, oh, that's pretty easy. I can do that. So funny story is, a long time ago, yes, I grew up doing a lot of crazy things, and you could probably find like the old Aquarium Co-op live stream. I'll try to find a link of it and put it up here or something. But I kind of shared my life story and all the things that I did as a motorcycle racer and fighter and all kinds of things. But I used to sit on my sofa, and when I would sit on my sofa, I'd be watching TV or something, and my buddy would be over and we'd be hanging out talking about motorcycles or something, and we watched some commercial, and it could be anything on TV, you know, ski jumper or something like that, and I would watch it, and after like 3 seconds I would say, I could do that, which is kind of how I live my life. So anytime I see something, I'm like, oh, I could do that. But anyway, so I saw this thing, and let's go outside and we'll talk about it. A little bit noisy because of the busy street. And the weather kind of sucks right now because, you know, it's San Francisco in August, which means it's foggy. But anyway, out here we have my koi pond, my DIY koi pond that I built. So this is a 500-gallon system. We are in the middle of the city in San Francisco. This is my yard. Not huge, right? But anyway, I built this pond, and what I did is I did an inverted aquarium. So basically what I did is I had an extra 20-gallon aquarium sitting around, put it in the pond upside down, propped it up with some cinder blocks, and wanted to make an upside down aquarium that allows the fish to swim basically out of the water. I did this a few days ago, tried all the tricks of putting like flake food in there so that the food would float up and the fish would come into the tank and eat, but pretty much nothing. So I was like, oh, this thing's terrible, it's junk. I'm gonna just take it apart, and I was just kind of looking through my sliding glass door, and I saw this giant koi fish inside this 20-gallon tank, taking up pretty much the entire tank, and thought, oh, it's pretty cool. So I went quickly, grabbed my phone, and didn't have my camera nearby, but just turned on my phone and took a little bit of footage, and got enough to share with you guys. So anyway, what I'll do is I'll shut up right now. I'll add some footage of me building this to show you how to do it, and talk a little bit about it. And yeah, it's pretty easy. Simple to do. You just have to prop up an aquarium from the inside and take like a shop vac and vacuum out the air, and there you go. All right, so I'm just using 4 concrete blocks, a 20-gallon tank. You can use any size aquarium, and an old yoga mat. The yoga mat I cut into strips so that I can protect my pond liner, so that the concrete blocks don't just scratch it up or anything like that. So I just put the foam underneath the blocks as I stack them, and then I just double stack them. You just have to make sure that the top of the blocks are underneath the water surface, because you need a seal for the bottom of the tank. Putting it together was super easy. Just put the blocks in, put the tank down, and stick a shop vac in there and suck out the air, and that will allow the water to fill the volume. One thing is just make sure you can see that there's some bubbles rising. In hindsight, I should have let the concrete block sit in there for a while to get some of the air out, but I was just trying to do a little experiment here. So you can see that they're kind of bubbling up there and creating a little pocket at the top. I could vacuum them out if I wanted to with the shop vac, but I just figured I'd leave it alone just for this experiment. And then here we can see it's all done. Again, this is not a fancy thing. This is not a permanent thing. This is just me trying something out to see what it looks like and see if I could do it. And I wanted to see how easy it was. You can see some fish swimming underneath. Those fish did not swim in. The only fish that went inside was the koi fish, which was funny because a smaller fish didn't go in, and there you can see there's a bunch there, but the large koi fish, that's like 5 times the size of these other fish, went into this tank. So overall it was pretty fun just to try it out. I would say, you know, it probably took me all of 5 or 10 minutes tops, and you know, and that includes like rinsing off the concrete blocks and cutting the yoga mat and the whole bit. It was really, really easy. I probably spent more time plugging the shop back in and unplugging it than setting it up. So pretty easy to do. Anyone can do it. Again, it's just kind of a fun little thing that you can do. You can experiment if you have some kind of outdoor tub, if you want to use some kind of glass container or acrylic container to try it out. I do want to show you guys my green onions. So this is my filter for the pond, and I grow plants in there, and these are my green onions. And look how giant those are. Huge green onions. And you just cut the top, and they just regrow. So a shorter video, nothing that crazy, but just thought I would kind of share something a little fun and silly that I did. This is not something that I'm going to keep permanently. In fact, I'm probably going to take it down now, only because I'm going on a road trip and I don't want to have to worry about something happening and, you know, when I'm not here and glass falls over, something like that. So I'm going to take it down. It's not very aesthetically pleasing for me in this pond. If it was much larger and I had a larger tank, it might be fun to do. Maybe if I had like an acrylic cylinder or something, and who knows, maybe I'll, you know, find something to do in the future and make something cool. But just wanted to try it out and share it with all of you. Hopefully you found it entertaining. And if you've done this before, please comment down below. Or if you think this is something that you might want to try yourself, let me know down below in the comments. That's all I had for now. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.